All right, welcome everybody to Nightmare Echoes. I am your host Eleazar with co-host Margo. Margo, how's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, we are discussing the menu today. Margo, why'd you choose the menu to discuss?
Eleazar asked me to be on his podcast, and the problem is I do not watch any scary movies. So we were brainstorming like what kind of horror movies that I was willing to watch. Anyway, so I had wanted to watch the menu because it didn't look too scary and it looked like interesting. And so I watched it, and then we decided on a theme, which is Nicholas Hoult movies.
Right. Yeah.
None of them which are really horror movies. So,
okay. We'll see. All right, so this is the first one we're going through. Before we get into the storyline and spoilers, if we did a spoiler-free review, so if people want to jump off and go watch the movie, what did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I think it was funny. Not like haha laughing hysterically the whole time, but really funny and making fun of like the culture of like foodie culture and like these like crazy expensive like ultra like I don't know even how to explain it like these restaurants that you can't get a reservation for, and like everything looks like a little sculpture and things like that.
I guess my only experience.
What did you think about it?
Yeah. I liked it a lot. I didn't think it was going where I thought it was going to go. A lot of people that I haven't seen it, that I tell to go watch it, they always assume that something's going to happen in the movie that doesn't happen in the movie. I'm like, oh, that's not what it's about at all. And I like it. My only experience with foodie stuff was when I was like traveling overseas, and we ended up in a restaurant that the people that were hosting us rented the whole restaurant for our party of 11 people.
Oh.
And we had a 7-course meal where everything came out in the shape of like birds and
that's really fun.
Interesting stuff. So that was a lot of fun. That's my only experience with that, but I like it.
I like to go to like fancy restaurants, not this fancy, but
yeah, right.
Like for like special occasions, the only like thing I can say that was akin to this, which wasn't even, was now I can't remember the name of the restaurant.
That's fun.
Oh, barley swine. Oh crap. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, the barley swine in Austin, and I don't remember how many courses there were. A lot.
Yeah.
And there weren't like little sculptures, but they were like little plates, and everything was like slightly weird.
Okay.
And like it was pretty fun. I can't say I liked every single dish, but it was a pretty fun experience.
Right.
And I personally don't get full up on I get full too fast. So I like these little plates. I think it's really fun.
That works. All right. So if you haven't seen the movie, I do recommend you go see it. It's an amazing movie. Although I'm very happy to please when it comes to movies. It's hard for me to not to like a movie. But we're going to go ahead and start going through the movie. So if you haven't seen it, pause this, go watch it, come back. All right. So we start the movie, and Margo, which is funny, the character's name is Margo.
Oh, that really irritated me.
And Tyler are waiting for a ferry. Margo goes to smoke, and Tyler gets after her because smoking will ruin her taste. And he paid $1,250 per plate to go to this meal on this private island, and he would really like her to enjoy it. So stop smoking.
To stop smoking PSA at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I guess so. We get other guests that show up. One of them, the gentleman from the elderly couple, is somebody that Margo recognizes. We find out why later. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they're giving each other weird looks from the very start.
From the very beginning. Lillian Bloom shows up. She's a famous critic, and Tyler loses it. He's like, oh my God, this is going to be a crazy night. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else knows who she is, though. Oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe they do. But he's the one who comments on it.
He's the only one that comments. I mean, the cooks obviously know who she is.
It's clear right off the bat that he's like really into this like foodie culture, and like he knows all about it.
Food's his stuff. Later on, he says, you know how a lot of people are into football or basketball? Yeah. Well, they're all idiots. Food's where it's at. It's chef handles the ingredients of life and death.
Yeah, that was pretty poetic.
Right, completely. Then we meet John Leguizamo, who's playing. He's credited as movie star, but if you watch the movie, his real name is George.
Oh, okay.
Which they say right when they they're gonna go get on the ferry, and Felicity gives him his real name. He's like, you gave him my real name. He's like, of course I did. No one cares who you are. And Margo is excited about Felicity. No, I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
About George.
Yeah.
Yeah, Margo's excited about George because she's watched all his movies growing up. We get on the boat, and the first, I guess, pre-course meal they get is raw local oyster in minuet emulsion with lemon, caviar.
Oh, you wrote this down?
And
it's emulsion.
Oyster leaf. Yeah.
Should I read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
Okay. It's a raw local... Bleh. Raw, not as easy. Raw local oyster in a mignonette emulsion with lemon, caviar, and an oyster leaf, whatever that means.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then Margo was like, well, she goes to taste it, and he slaps her hand.
Oh, yeah,
like,
so you
instantly.
could take a picture.
And I'm like, what a jerk.
I know.
Like, what a jerk. I'd be like, oh, can I take a picture first? That's how you say that.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerk moments from Nicholas
Yeah.
Hoult.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's not okay. And she says it's good, and he says it's fucking laughably good.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? I think we should discuss whether or not we think we'd like each one of these dishes.
Sure.
How about this oyster? Because I've never had a raw oyster because it grosses me out.
Oh, sure. I have had them.
Are they good?
I like them with Tabasco sauce.
Uh-huh.
I am slightly allergic.
Oh, okay. Well, I've only had them cooked, so I don't know that I would enjoy this. I don't want a animal that you have to slurp out of its shell, personally.
I would say that unless someone else was paying, I don't think I would enjoy it for $1,250.
I guess I would try this fancy oyster.
You're right.
But I don't think I'd like that. Okay, onward.
No, you're good. Yeah, and Margo says that she would like she would just like the oyster.
Yeah, just a plain oyster.
Just the plain oyster. And then Tyler and Margo meet the host, Elsa, who I loved.
Yeah,
Elsa
she's like
really
one of my
good.
favorite characters.
They wrote her as being white in the script, and when they hired her, they're like, oh, she's going to be great. So they didn't change the name. Like, they thought Elsa was going to be like this, like Russian or something. Like
yeah, because she's Asian in the movie.
Exactly, right. But it's interesting. And then she lets it slip that Margo was not the person who was invited to the dinner.
Right.
And that Tyler has had a different date in mind when they did this. So that was awkward.
Yeah, they were very like thrown back by the fact that he didn't have, which first watching was weird. Like, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Right? But it's all about the menu.
Yeah,
the
that's
menu's
right.
ingredients are perfect. So we get to Hawthorne Island, and it's 12 acres of forest and pasture, and it's a biome. Everything that they cook is harvested there. All the ingredients are made there. Their cattle is aged for 152 days exactly.
I mean, this is crazy because they're only, what did I say? How many people? 12. There was 12
people.
diners. I don't know. So how many people could that possibly be? I don't know if they do like 6 meals a week. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not going to do that.
You think that would pay for the island?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
maybe, but I'm like, they're having a whole island worth of food for only 12 people a night.
Well, they got to feed the staff. They don't leave.
Okay, no way. That's crazy.
Right, because they go over it in a little bit.
Do you know this is kind of like based on a real restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a chef. I saw the behind the scenes, and she helped them write it. She went over the script and helped them make it good.
Did she work at that restaurant?
It was I think it's and I'm sorry I don't remember her name, but she has the only 3-star as a
Michelin
female
star?
In the United States that has a 3 Michelin stars.
Oh wow.
And they got her to do it, and she's apparently had fun.
Yeah.
Making sure that they were right on.
Well,
point
I think you definitely can tell that somebody from the restaurant industry worked on this movie.
Completely. I mean, there's a lot of satire on it and how hard it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this group of people that work on this island, did you catch their schedule?
Yeah.
Right. They
get
go
up
to
at
bed
6 o'clock in the morning after going to bed at 2 a.m.
After going to bed at 2 a.m.
That's crazy.
That's
insane.
insane.
Thank you.
Right?
Maybe they took a nap in the middle of the day. They didn't mention that. Probably not.
So it's crazy. And while they're going through this whole tour, you could see the critic is writing down everything as they go.
Yeah. So there was one line where Elsa says that, quote, "We're family." And I'm like, ugh, what a toxic work environment. That's like the classic toxic work environment line. We're family.
Yeah. Well, some people online said that it was a cult.
Yeah, it was a cult. Obviously, it was a cult. I think so.
I mean, there's a lot of signs. I looked up on because I read that, I was like, oh, what are the top 10 signs of a cult? And number 1 was everybody follows the leader without question. And they completely do that for sure.
Do you know how one of the ways they brainwash you in a cult is sleep deprivation.
Sleep deprivation.
Yeah, there you
right?
go.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just crazy. Which I would imagine these people are making poor decisions.
You like it's sleep deprivation. You isolate people from their friends and family.
Yeah.
Like 100%, this is a cult. I thought that the whole movie. I'm like, oh boy. All right.
All right, good. We pass by Chef's cabin. Tyler wants to go in, and Elsa says no one is allowed in that cabin besides Chef. At the dinner, we get to focus on the meals being prepared. Elsa gets the guests to all sit, and she points out once again that Margo is not meant to be there. They lay out the rules that we do not photograph our dishes, which Tyler does not respect at all.
Let me ask you, when you first watched it, if you remember, did you watch it more than once, or did you?
I've seen it 3 times now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first time you watched it, did you think they were being like hoity-toity about Margo? Like, oh,
yeah,
who is
I
this?
thought they were
I think I thought that they were like, oh, you're not good enough to be at this restaurant.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, man, they were just rude to this
Yeah, they're being
woman.
rude, which
Right.
it's not. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely realized that they knew everything about everybody.
Yeah.
And she was a shock to them, although we find out later in the
Yeah.
tortillas meal, that they obviously had her picture. They knew who she was because of the elderly couple.
Oh no, was that her? I don't know if that was her.
Because they say she's having dinner with this other younger woman. Well,
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
I thought it was just some random woman, but I don't know, maybe.
But he was having dinner with a younger woman.
Yeah.
She points out that Margo looks like their daughter.
Yeah.
They name her, and I have it written in my notes later.
Whatever. Okay, we can go back to that later.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay,
No,
I didn't get that
okay.
point. I thought it was just some other woman. I was just thought they were showing that he just like cheats on his wife a lot.
Well, maybe it was others.
No, it definitely was someone else because it was in the restaurant. He had brought somebody else to the restaurant.
To the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's how they got the picture.
Yeah,
So it wasn't Margo.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
All right.
Whatever.
That makes sense.
Continue.
I didn't get that. All right. Tyler goes up to. He's so excited. He runs to the kitchen, and he's like, "Hey, is this that type of machine you're using?"
Oh, Percojet. They said it 50 gazillion times.
Yeah. And he's like, "It is, sir. Why don't you take your seat?" And he's so excited. And then Elsa goes to whisper something to Chef, and Chef is just staring at Margo, and he's like.
There was like a part of that scene when he talks to the guy who's using the Percojet or whatever, and he like was very excited that they knew his name, and then Margo goes, "I see you didn't ask him his name," and I'm like, I don't think I would have asked him his name either. Does that make me a bad person, or would you in that moment be like, "Oh yeah, and what is your name?"
See, it's funny because I've felt guilty about that my whole life.
Yeah.
People are like, "Hey, Eleazar, how's it going?" I'm like, "I'm amazing. This happened this time." And then I realized later on, I never asked them about their
I'm really
day.
bad at follow-up questions.
So,
So I was just like,
I mean,
I don't know.
Am I a bad person? No. Do I feel guilty about that kind of thing? Yes. But does Tyler? Not at all.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Right.
He's just
he
like, it's fine.
Care at all.
Whatever.
You're right. Then they serve compressed and pickled cucumber melon, milk snow, and charred lace.
Yeah, I don't know what charred lace is, but otherwise sounds great.
Right. Was that little black square that sat on top of it?
But what kind of lace is it? Is it actual lace?
I don't know. It can't
I
be
don't
edible
wanna
if
eat that.
it is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just like charcoal lace or something.
And then Ms. Bloom, the critic, comments that the snow is an ongoing obsession. Her editor is like, yes, it's just, we can't get away from it. And then they're excited they think they taste goat, and they think they're like so amazing because they realize, oh, the milk's from a goat. They didn't say cow's milk.
This is someone with not a sophisticated palate. I think I could tell the difference between goat milk and cow's milk, but whatever.
I've had it once. I don't know that I could, but yeah, they were very excited about it. And Felicity is thanking George for the last 2 years of employment. You can tell she's trying to quit, and George doesn't want to accept it. And then this is where we see Tyler taking pictures, and Elsa comes behind Margo and yanks her coat up, I think, and she yanks it up and puts it on the back of her chair.
Oh, I don't remember that.
She freaks out.
They're being very aggressive with their
completely.
patrons for sure.
And then 3 businessmen, we met them on the boat. They were kind of joking with George. I didn't really get their names.
They're finance bros.
They're finance bros, right? They're there. The company's paying for it, and it's not even a work, dinner.
Yeah.
And they're they think they're getting away with this. So they think they're just amazing. They think they're it.
Yeah, right.
And then Let's see here. Oh, Margo asked to make sure that it's okay with Tyler that she's not as into eating this food as he is.
You know what? I don't think him taking pictures made sense with the character, because here's the guy who's like worshiping the like chef and everything. They specifically said, do not take pictures. And then he continues to take pictures.
Right.
I don't know.
And we're going to spoil this anyway, so I'll bring up this topic now.
Yeah.
What's he going to do with it if he's going to die?
Yeah.
He knows he's going to die.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the point? Even if you're trying to get credit on social media, like, look what I'm doing, guys.
Honestly, I think that Nicholas Hoult just has a face that he looks nice. And you kind of feel sorry for, well, we'll get to that eventually, but you kind of feel sorry for him at the end. And you're like, no, this is a horrible person. He deserves everything he gets. But I wonder if they're like, oh, we need to make him even more obnoxious. To me, it would have made more sense for like the finance bros to be taking pictures of their food or something.
Yeah, well, they were obnoxious enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
maybe the actor then? I don't know. Somebody else, because it doesn't make sense that he was doing that.
Are you biased?
But whatever.
Is that why?
No, I'm just saying that just with his character, I don't feel like it made sense that he kept taking pictures of the food. But I guess they're trying to make fun of like that like foodie guy who's like really into it, but then they're not. I don't know.
All right. So
who knows? Okay.
Chef claps
to
get everybody's attention. Yeah. Scares the heck out of Margo and others, I guess, but we've really focused on Margo. And apparently this is the first course. I was like, I thought it was the third course, but we're the first course. And then
was the amuse bouche.
What's that?
The amuse bouche was the first one.
Right. And then let's see here. He gives a little speech. He's like, over the next few hours, you will ingest fat, salt, sugar, protein, bacteria, fungi, various plants and animals, and at times entire ecosystems. Do not eat, taste, savor, relish. And then a little later he says, do not eat. Our menu is too precious for that, which comes back later, which is funny.
He's telling them to be mindful.
Right. So on your on your plates are plants from around the island placed on rocks from the shore, covered in barely frozen filtered seawater, which will flavor the dish as it melts. Tyler tries to explain to Margo while Chef is still talking, and Chef stops everything to like call on Tyler, and he's, which is, embarrassing. She's like, oh crap.
Poor Tyler. Except not really.
Oh, man. At the end of the speech, Tyler's crying, and then he takes more pictures. Oh man. But Tyler tries to talk to him, and he's too worried about if Chef's mad at him or not, and he doesn't let her get a word in, which is in first view, and I remember I was like, who is this guy? He's so obnoxious.
Yeah, I know. I wrote down something that Margo said, because I'm like, oof, poor Tyler. She says, you're paying him for a service. He doesn't have to like you.
Yes,
which then he like takes personal, and I'm like, obviously he's paying her for a service. So she's like telling on herself, I don't like you. I don't have to like you.
That's
because
true.
The way he reacts is like,
yeah. And then during this meal, George is trying to pitch to Felicity a show where he travels to eat food. And she's like, what do you think of it? And he's like, it's good. It's like, if you're going to do a show where you travel and eat food, you're going to have to get a little more detailed than that. I mean, you drive me around on a boat, you do a stop, I eat some cheese, you fly me to South Africa, I talk about how racism is bad. How hard can it be? I'm like, oh man, he's not going to be successful.
This dish, I'm like, how the F do you eat that?
Yeah.
It looked awful, to be honest.
You can eat only the thing on the top of the rock.
I guess.
So
was it clear what you could eat, you think?
I think it was the little piece of...
Or it was like everything on the rock was edible?
I think there was a flesh of meat on the top, and it might have been
There was a scallop on there.
Okay, that's what you could eat.
But there was, like, they were picking up the little pieces of, like, plants or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was like a garnish, but I guess you could eat it.
It's too hard. Ugh, I wouldn't want to eat that.
I mean, it was a lot of wasted stuff on that plate.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat that.
It's a big amount of rock.
I don't love scallops anyway.
And then the businessmen are not impressed. One of them says his chef at home, Ricardo, cooks this good. Mm-hmm. I guess you just buy the experience. That's what he's saying. And then Chef noticed Tyler is taking in the pieces of Margo's food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's noticing that Margo's not eating anything.
And the second course... that clap startles Margo, and she's like, is he going to do that every time?
He sure is.
And then he goes on to say, bread has existed in some form for over 12,000 years. especially amongst the poor. It has always been the food of the common man, but you, my dear guest, are not the common man. So you tonight eat no bread. And they present the breadless bread plate. No bread, savory accompaniments.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty fun.
It was funny.
That's pretty funny.
It was funny. Tyler thinks it's the next level. Other guests are annoyed. The critic said it's fiendish really. But then she notices that the
emulsion is broken.
Yeah, the emulsion is broken.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You shouldn't see this in this type of level of restaurant.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Margo points out to Tyler that he's basically insulting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was basically saying that these rich people the bread is for the common man, and I don't know exactly what it was.
I mean, it's just
you don't deserve bread.
Stuff and salt and
yeah.
I mean, people are eating it.
They said you're paying. I wrote it down. $1,250.
Yeah.
$1,250.
And you can't
for
get
this
bread.
meal, and then you don't even get bread. I'd be pissed. Yeah.
Yeah. The businessmen are pissed.
Yeah.
They try to throw out that, do you know who we are? And it's yes. It's just slip us some bread. And gluten-free for him.
Yeah.
And it's no. And
oh my gosh, this is my favorite part.
Yes. You want to say it?
No, I was just saying that she just says no to him like that.
Oh, right.
And she says it so no. That's
Yes.
my favorite. Can you imagine? We're kind of in the service industry, just being able to just be no to somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, it's a dream.
So what I thought you were going to say was your favorite part.
No.
And this is what Elsa says next. Really solidified Elsa as someone I love as a character. She whispers to him, "You'll get less than you desire." No, I said do it again. "You'll eat less than you desire and more than you deserve."
Yeah, that was great.
And he's like, "What?" He whispers so only he could hear it. And it's oh my gosh.
It was just great. I'm gonna say this though.
Yeah.
I do think at this point Margo is being kind of a dick.
Yeah.
She's first off, she's getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I assume she's getting paid, right?
He hired her.
Yeah. Even so, she's getting a free $1,000-something meal.
Just
for her, try to enjoy it.
Experience.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I would ever pay for that. But
no,
if someone's paying for me, I think I would try to enjoy it.
Just have fun. She reminds me of you take somebody to I don't know, something they're not into, and then just the whole time.
Yeah,
and I'm
lame.
at least kind of get into the spirit of it. I mean, she's right not to, but you don't know that.
That's true. At this point, we don't even know that she's in her service industry. She's getting paid to be here.
Yeah.
Tyler mentions that he wants to be embalmed in the savory accompaniments, which I think is hilarious. Margo doesn't eat it, and Tyler says that I'll eat it, reaches over, and he breaks the wine glass.
Oh, poor Tyler.
Startling Chef even more. Or getting Chef's attention at least. Chef comes over, you haven't touched the food, and Margo goes, "There is no food."
Yeah.
And he says, "No, this is food." And she goes, "Oh, then lots more food to come. I don't want to fill up."
I just also he says something "You're not eating," and she's like, "He told us that we weren't supposed to eat."
And, right. And then he goes, "No, that is not what I meant."
Yeah. Seemed dang girl,
yeah.
Wow.
She reminds me of conversations with my teenage kid.
Yeah, there's one part where and I don't know if this is past or this is upcoming, that Tyler says you're being a child, and I'm she is a little bit being a child, even though at that point she didn't deserve that because he was being an asshole. But anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well.
So Tyler says he was humiliated, even though he was the one that broke the wine glass. All right, third course is called Memory.
This looked like the best food. It looked really good.
The chicken with the thing stabbed in it?
The chicken thigh, yeah, it looked really good.
It was good. So Chef tells a story of his mother, how he came home on Taco Tuesday, or his dad came home drunk, grabbed a telephone cord and wrapped it around his mother's neck and was trying to kill her. So as a kid, he grabbed a pair of scissors and stabbed him in the leg. He says, on hindsight, he should have been the neck, but kids make childish decisions. This thing is, brought to bring back memories, and they serve this chicken with a big piece of kitchen scissors in it, which is crazy.
Yeah, this is when it takes a turn. You're like, what?
Yeah.
First of all, the creepy story.
Oh, and then his mother's there, and she's just drinking all night long. She's drunk every night.
You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But also looked like a delicious piece of chicken, Delicious. But you know what else I thought? Is that what nationality is Ray Fiennes supposed to be? Because he's speaking in a bad American accent, but he said he's from somewhere else. You remember?
Which one's Ray Fiennes?
He's the chef.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. But the pictures of him, I guess everywhere has burger places. Like
Yeah,
later.
it seemed like America, but
It
like
seemed
I
like
feel like
America.
he said that he was from like some kind of Eastern country, Eastern European country or
I
something.
think you're right. I just didn't catch it.
Whatever. Anyway, my point is, why do they have him speaking an American accent? I don't get it.
Maybe
British.
he's been in America so long.
No. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think that
Maybe.
needed to be there in the
Oh,
story.
wait, so this is where they bring the tortillas, right? With this meal,
Yeah.
because of memories.
I'm sorry. I just have a pet peeve of making British actors speak an American accent for no reason to the plot at all.
I mean, it happens a lot in
I know,
our
but
movies.
why?
I don't know, but it does. You're
Okay,
right.
well,
It
whatever.
happens a ton. And when you watch an actor behind the scenes interview and you hear that they're British, you're like, half the cast is British. What?
Yeah, I don't understand.
understand.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
No, you're good. So the images on the tortillas have been made using a laser engraving machine.
Mm-hmm.
And they hope the taco night invokes strong memories of us all. So the critic, Miss Bloom, instantly realizes that the pictures of restaurants she reviewed and then closed as a result of her reviewing them. The elderly couple sees happy anniversary, and then they get through the tortillas, and there's a picture of him with a younger woman
Yeah.
at this restaurant, which I didn't notice that
Yeah,
before.
I think they were all of times when they were at the restaurant.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Tyler's are pictures of him taking pictures with the food. And Tyler wants to go apologize. That's where Margo's like, he doesn't have to like you. I think that's where.
No, I think he said, because I put it earlier in my notes, but I
was it?
do think, again, she's like, they shouldn't be, you're paying for this meal.
Right. She
They
thinks
shouldn't
she's
be
crazy.
taking pictures of you. Like, you should be able to do whatever you want.
George's tortillas are pictures of his worst movie, Calling Dr. Sunshine. And they think it's a joke. Oh, look, he's being funny. Because he still, at this point, is claiming that Chef and him are friends. So Felicity's like, oh, he's joking with you then, because he's your friend.
Yeah.
Right? And then the businessman's tortillas are financial statements. And that's the best interaction with, like, another great interaction with Elsa.
Yeah.
He's like, what are these? And she's like,
Tortillas.
tortillas. These are tortillas. Tortillas is like, oh, and she goes on, it's like, which contain Echo Brine tax words and other documents showing how your company has created invoices with fake charges.
Yeah.
Like,
Is this the point we learned that their boss is like owns the restaurant? Or
Right.
do we already know that?
I think we learned that during the bread. Their boss's
Okay.
name is Doug. And they're like, we work with Doug. And she goes, no, you work for Doug.
Yeah.
Which is a big distinction.
Yeah, that's
like,
funny.
no, you work for it. She's like, right, we're on the same team. Give me some bread. But yes, exactly. But because of this, they're like, oh, well, they can't turn us in without them getting
Right.
screwed over, because if they shut our boss down, they're screwed over
They're shut
too.
down. Yeah.
At one point, they said, we're going to have you shut down by tomorrow or by morning. And Elsa says, oh, that won't be necessary.
That's right. I love that line.
Which on hindsight makes sense. It
And
won't be
the way
necessary.
she says it too. Oh no, that won't be necessary.
Oh man! And then Tyler wants to make it right. Margo wants to send the item back because, like, if it's an insult to you, send it back. And Tyler snaps at her, like,
Oh yeah.
and she's like, "Did you just snap at me?"
Yeah. I think this is where he says, "Don't be a child." But I'm
Yes,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, you don't snap at someone like they're a dog.
Oh yeah, that's rude. It's rude. But he's like, she's like, you don't speak to me that way, and he's like, I can because I'm the one paying. So shut up and eat. Like, it's like rude.
Is this when she goes to the bathroom?
She does, and she asks what's behind that silver door. Is that?
Did we ever learn what's behind the
I
silver
think
door?
it was one of the barrels.
Oh.
She had to go to another place for that barrel.
Yeah, what was behind the silver door? I don't. I watched it twice and I don't remember.
I thought it was another one of the barrels. So she only brings one barrel.
Yeah. Oh, there was more than one.
Maybe there wasn't more than
I
one.
don't know.
I don't know
Who
anymore.
knows? Who knows? Whatever. Maybe it's the laser engraving machine. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's the Percojet.
No, because
Yeah, I know, I'm
in
just
Chef's
joking,
house.
I'm joking.
We find it in Chef's
That's
house
right,
later.
that's
It's
right.
really important.
Okay.
Margo goes to the bathroom, smokes a cigarette. She looks outside and she sees one of the staff carrying wings outside. Chef comes into the ladies' room and speaks with Margo.
I'm gonna say she is in a stall. I think so. Is she?
Yes, but she's standing up on
I know, but if she was actually peeing, he wouldn't be
Right,
going on her while she's peeing.
right. Yes.
But she's not.
Chef points out that she's barely eaten, and he asks who she is. And she says that he doesn't want to know who she is pretending to be. Sorry. Chef doesn't want to know who she's pretending to be. Mm-hmm. He wants to know who she is. And he says that she shouldn't be there, and Margo asks him to get out of her way. The fourth course is the mess.
Yeah.
This is, I think, right when it gets crazy.
Now they're like, ooh.
Yeah. So they start putting a big tarp on the ground, a white one that looks like a tablecloth. Mm-hmm. They put garnishes all around it, but like really big ones, like, greenery and stuff. The businessmen interrupt to say what's going on. And Chef introduces sous chef Jeremy London. Chef gives Jeremy London's backstory, saying he's good, very good, but he's not great, and he'll never be great. And he asks him, do you want to be me, Chef? And I think he says no. He doesn't want his life.
Right.
But then...
Yeah, he asks him if he's happy or something, if he likes his life, and he says no. And then he says, would you want my life? Not my prestige, but my life or something like that. And he's like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, there's no way to avoid the mess you make of your life. And then Chef introduces the meal, and Jeremy puts a gun in his mouth, pulls the trigger, and kills himself. Mm-hmm. And then everyone's in shock. Tyler's enjoying himself. He's like, this is great.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal for Tyler. And in the mess is pressure-cooked vegetables, roasted filet, potato confit, beef juice. Oh, beef juice? Is that what it is? Beef juice?
Oh,
I don't know. I might have wrote it wrong. And bone marrow.
Oh, yeah, beef juice.
Beef Jew and bone marrow. Okay. People start to eat. Mr. and Mrs.
Well, I think
LeBrant.
at this point, too, they're like unclear if it's real or not.
Sure,
they think it might just be an act.
Yeah, the Miss Bloom thinks it's all stunts put on.
Yeah.
It's put on a show. And I think she thinks it's just a show put on for her. Like, that's why she was invited. She was invited. Yeah. This is all a show for her because she's just that important. Yeah, that's just funny.
And the whole time, the kitchen staff is just cooking behind them.
They're cooking away. They're like a well-oiled machine. Elsa lets Margo know that Chef has invited her to the kitchen, and Tyler is not welcome. Chef insists that she's lying about who she is, that the whole menu is a plan, and she's not part of the plan. He gives her a choice to either be up there with the staff or down there with the restaurant customers. She asks if she chooses the staff, does she get to live? To which he says, of course not. We're all going to die tonight. Isn't that right? And all the cooks say, yes, chef! Exactly. And he gives her 15 minutes to decide. When she returns to the table, she slaps Tyler. He isn't phased at all. He's just pissed that she got a tour, not him.
Yeah.
Then they serve the palate cleanser.
Wait, doesn't the guy's finger get cut off at this point?
Did that happen already?
I don't know. I put it under fourth course.
Okay, maybe it does.
Oh, wait. Would you like this course? Because it looked pretty good.
Oh, which was the course?
It's like beef cubes with vegetables, and I don't know that I want to eat marrow.
Oh, right.
But otherwise, it looked fine.
Yeah,
Just like, guess why Jeremy is not going to be a wonder chef.
Right.
Because it just looks fine.
I took a picture of all the courses.
Oh, interesting.
So this is the mess, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I eat the stuff around that bone marrow.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to eat that.
That was just a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they have the palate cleanser.
Oh, wait. But
I don't know.
Finger cutting off?
I guess it did already.
Okay. Well, after the guy, shoots himself in the head, the older couple are like, we're leaving. And they try to leave, and then the two of the, cooks stop them from leaving, and then I don't remember.
He goes,
something about it. What do you say?
Well, first he says, we're leaving, and I think Elsa says it'll be hard to leave the island without a boat or cell service.
Yeah.
And I think his wife's like, let's just sit down, and he goes, don't worry, I will handle this.
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
Says,
so which hand?
Yes, which hand, left or right? And he goes, what do you mean? She's like, oh, we can decide for you.
Right.
And she says left ring finger, and then...
Yeah. So they chop off his wedding finger, but this is the part that made me laugh, which is after he's, bleeding from it, excessively bleeding. He's, on the floor. Now everyone's like, oh, boy, I think this might be real. Although I think maybe the reviewer still thinks maybe it's...
Yeah,
it's put on for her.
Right.
And then what my favorite part is they hand Judith Light, which is the actress. I do not remember her name in the show, or the movie. But they hand her husband's ring back to her, and she says, "Thank you."
Yeah, exactly. Because what else do you say? What else do you say?
That was pretty funny.
It was good. It's getting more intense as the movie goes on.
Okay,
All
palate
right.
cleanser.
Yeah. So the businessmen are planning to escape. George jumps on the plan. He wants on the plan. One of them picks up a chair, tries to break the window, and then Elsa lets them go back to your table. The tea is served. Chef asks for questions. Tyler wants to know if he has guessed the ingredients correctly, and Chef is annoyed.
Bergamot. I don't know what bergamot tastes like, but
Yeah.
okay.
Tyler's so proud of
It's a
himself.
palate cleanser's tea.
Others want to know what's going on. Chef tells them to think of themselves as an ingredient on a decongestion concept.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I don't remember exactly what he called it.
Degustation concept?
Oh, yeah. That was it.
Right, okay. A tasting concept. Chef calls out all the bad that Mrs. Bloom and her assistant have done to the world. He tells the elderly couple they've been there 11 times and they cannot think of a single dish they had. She says cod, and he says it was halibut. Oh my god! And she's like, "What does it matter?"
Yeah.
And he said it mattered to the halibut. And the chef who made it, whose ingredients turned to shit in your stomach.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Yikes.
my god. And then okay, here it is. Yes. And then Doug Varick is the angel investor and is the true owner of the restaurant. So Chef's like, yes, he owns me. So I'm in fact, not my own man. And then we get like a spotlight outside and see that Doug is hanging over water, suspended, and he's got the angel wings on.
There's the angel wings.
Because he's the angel investor. And the businessmen want to pay their way out of it, but Chef doesn't need their money. One of them tries to run, but he's stopped. Another points out that Doug kept him open during COVID, but Doug would ask for substitutions on the menu. And there are no substitutions at Hawthorne. And Doug is lowered into the water and left to drown. And again, Tyler is just enjoying the experience.
Yeah. Sipping his tea, loving it, every moment of it.
And then the timer goes off and startles Margo. So she needs to speak with Chef in his office. And this is where, Chef finds out that she is, what's the proper word? I don't know. Prostitute?
An escort.
Escort, thank you.
Yeah.
She's an escort. And that Mr. Labont paid her for some very specific stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is like the whole point was that she looks like his daughter.
Yeah. And he wanted praise from her while he was doing sexual stuff.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Right. I know. It's so awkward. But then Chef asked if the Mr. LeBrant, that's their name.
Okay.
The older couple. And it really rattled her. He asked if she likes what she does, and she says she used to. And she asked that question to him too. Do you like what you do? And he says, I used to. So I think we get a little bit of Chef's motivations here. Walking back in, Chef invites everyone outside. And at this point, many of the guests know they are dying that night already. And then we meet sous chef Catherine Keller. She tells them that 3 years ago, Julian Sloan, who's chef, tried to fuck me.
Yeah.
And I turned him away. And 1 week later, tried to fuck me again. And I turned him away again. And then he didn't fire me, but he didn't look at me or say anything to me for 8 months. And he could do that because he's the chef. He's the man. He's the star.
Right.
And this is called Man's Folly. And she stabs him in the leg and then embraces him, and he apologizes for what he's done. And the chef tells all the males, I think he says, all the male diners, they have 45 seconds to try and escape, and before he can finish telling them the members will come and catch them, one of the businessmen takes off and runs.
Yeah.
And then they all run except for Tyler, who's just so happy to be there.
Yeah, he's just hanging around.
And he tells him, you too.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really go. He goes around the corner.
Yeah, see him popping in through the window.
And then Catherine, sous chef Catherine, asks them to come in, and all the women get to sit at the table together.
Yeah.
And enjoy a meal that she prepared.
Yeah.
And the Man's Folly is dungeon crab, fermented yogurt, whey, dry sea lettuce, and
Umeboshi.
Kelp.
I don't like crab, so I don't think I would like this.
I'm also allergic. I like it, but I'm allergic.
But maybe, I don't know.
And then as they're sitting there, they tell her it's good. Even the critic, Miss Bloom, is like, it's good. And she's like, there's a time that would have meant a lot to me. She starts crying. And she's like, we could help you open a restaurant. It's like, just if not everybody had to die. And that's where you find out that this was her idea. Sous Chef Catherine was like, oh, it was my idea that everybody died.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of it.
She's really proud of it. And it doesn't work if you live. It just doesn't work. Oh, man. That's just, I think that's funny. And then all the men are trying to escape. You see Tyler looking in, like you said, like through the window.
Yeah.
He's just mad that they're eating a meal that he doesn't
Yeah,
get.
he keeps like jumping up to like look through the window.
And then Mrs. Bloom's editor,
Yeah.
which I never caught his name.
Oh.
He's the last to get caught, so he gets
Yeah.
a little prize, which is a pastured egg creme French,
Fresh.
and maple.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know.
good.
It's like an egg.
It looked good.
I know it did look good. It looked like a little cute little bite.
Oh, we find out around here.
Oh,
that,
but I laughed too because they handed it to him and he's like, "Thank you."
right.
They keep thanking them.
We find out during the scene, the woman from the elderly couple.
Yeah.
She's like, so you've slept with my husband.
Oh yeah. So she admits it.
And she's like, yeah. We find out somewhere around here that Margot's real name is Aaron.
Yeah.
And then when all the men get to go back in, Tyler tries to grab the food while they're eating it up because he wants to taste it.
Yeah, all the men do a laughably bad job of
Oh,
escaping.
completely.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I want to focus on this a little bit.
Okay.
Like Chef later says, like, did y'all really try to escape? Like, think back. Did you try? And I think here that at least the three businessmen could have worked together, but they're like, get away from me, get away
yeah,
from
they
me.
all ran separately. I'm like,
Well,
there was only so many guys
Right.
chasing them.
And two were running together.
Yeah.
And the other one's like, get away from me, when he could have teamed up with you.
Honestly, if they had all teamed up together,
Yes.
I'm sure
Yes.
they could have. I mean, these are not like trained killers.
I
They
don't
have
think
knives,
so.
but like, I'm sure you can overtake them.
You could have. Yeah, they
Yeah, he says
did
something
not
like
try hard
later,
enough.
like, you didn't really even try to like escape. What did he exactly say? I don't know, but he's like, you probably could have escaped if you tried.
Yeah, so like, have you thought about that?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. When they get back to the table, Felicity asks George how he did, and he's like, I killed it. I escaped.
Yeah.
Are you happy? I'm a failure. Like, and
Oh, the other thing is too, they all abandoned their like dates
right.
so fast.
George, he's like, to Felicity, I'll send back help.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're so fast. And then the funniest interaction, I think, between George and Felicity, she confesses to stealing money from George.
Mm-hmm.
And George is like, I know. And she's like, I know you knew. He's like, well, I wrote you a bad recommendation to Sony. And she goes, I know you CC'd me on it.
That was
he
funny.
can't live without her.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know how to not CC
Yeah.
her. And then so he says that we have to deal with an unresolved matter, and he calls on Tyler and asks why he's here. He's like, I wanted to experience your food, chef. He's like, what were you told? What were you told ahead of time? He's like, you told me that would be the greatest menu you ever created. And he goes, and that everyone would die. Mm-hmm. And Chef asks that he had a date that night. And what happened? He's like, she broke up with me. He's like, so that's why you brought Margo? And he goes, yes. He's like, because you don't offer seating for one.
Yeah.
And so you hired her knowing she would die.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes.
So now Tyler deserves everything that he's about to get.
Completely. So Margo jumps over the table and just starts attacking Tyler.
Yeah.
Like
Who
crazy.
wouldn't?
But Tyler knew for 8 months.
Yeah. Why? I'm just like, he couldn't find somebody to go with him to this real fancy restaurant in 8 months. Or maybe he just wanted somebody he could like
Feel guiltless about killing?
But why would he feel guiltless about killing her?
Because she's a worker of the night? I mean, he's not a
don't
nice
know.
guy.
Yeah, I guess he just doesn't care.
He's
He's like, I'm gonna just hire somebody, whatever. He was cool with killing his girlfriend too, so
That's true. He
Yeah.
was.
She was ready to
she
break
left
up with him.
So maybe that's
Yeah.
why. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
So Chef all of a sudden starts giving Tyler a few compliments.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "You're a cook. You cooks belong in the kitchen." So he gives Tyler a chef's jacket, even writes his
they
name
mentioned the
on it.
Percojet again.
They do, right? And Chef's mom even looks at, and they show Tyler to her, and she goes, "You're a handsome boy," which she hadn't spoke all night.
That's right.
That's what she brings her silence to say. You're a handsome boy. Then Chef asks him to cook. He asks for leeks, Scarlet's butter, lamb, but he's very struggling and stuttery the whole time.
Yeah.
And when he's chopping, Chef's like, "Oh, come check out this brand new chopping
Yeah,
technique."
he's just like put him in huge pieces.
like we don't all know about.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to cook. He's so nervous. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they mentioned the Percojet. and he just utterly fails.
Yeah, he's just like, do you want to cram the whole thing into a perk jet or something like that?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, no, let me say this.
Yeah.
If I was forced into cooking something on the fly, I don't know that I would be ready to do that.
But if you look at cooking shows, right?
Yeah.
And I like the what's that one where they're given 3 ingredients?
Oh yeah.
And then they're given Chopped.
Yeah. Oh
yes,
yeah.
I love this show.
That's a really fun one. Yeah.
They're given 3 specific weird ingredients.
Yeah.
And then everything they could ever want in a kitchen is in that pantry.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
freezer, fridge, whatever
Yeah.
they need.
Yeah.
And they can cook. So if he was really practiced, if he was good enough to he could go on one of those shows.
Yeah.
Then those people.
If he was like a really good.
They could do.
Or
he
could just cook something like a steak or something.
Or he could have done a dessert if his specialty was anything.
Yeah.
He could have said, you know what, I'm really great at lemon meringue pie.
You know what he should have done? Something that takes a really long time.
Then he would have lived longer.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. What if you had cooked something on the fly? What would you cook? You think?
Me?
I knew immediately.
Grilled cheese.
That's exactly what I thought. Yes, it's like obviously you would just cook a grilled cheese.
I need butter.
Yeah,
I need
bread.
American.
You get the bread. You get the bread. They wouldn't give the bread earlier. Now you can get your bread.
Well, they had it though.
You
see the bread there.
What's my
yes.
point? So
and
now you can get some bread.
Anyway.
They got some tortillas.
Yeah. I would get bread. I would get some garlic butter.
Ooh, delicious.
I would
what
get
a great idea.
At least 2 different types of cheese, if not more.
Yeah.
And then I would probably put some like baby spinach and tomato in it.
You know, that sounds great. You know what you could cook? You can put like slices of apple and some cheddar. That would be a delicious grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Well, or just like American cheese. You know, that's a delicious grilled cheese.
It is a delicious cheese. And we later we learned it's perfect for hamburgers.
It is the best for cheeseburgers, in my opinion. Right. But anyway, let's continue on.
Oh, yeah. So,
oh, wait, what's the name of this dish? Because it's funny.
Tyler's bullshit.
Tyler's bullshit.
Undercooked lamb, inedible shallot leek, butter sauce, utter lack of cohesion. It's like, oh my gosh. A chef whispers something into Tyler's ear. Mm-hmm. Tyler starts crying, rips off the jacket, walks to the back of the room to another area, and then we don't see him until later. Right?
Yeah.
Do we see him later? We do.
Yeah, we do.
We do, right? Yeah. I think I missed this time when I see him. But
well, later we see that he hung himself.
Right. Okay. I know that. Yeah, I know that's what happened. I just don't remember when in the movie it happened.
I don't either. I think maybe when Margo's bringing back the whatever, the barrel.
The barrel. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
I was gonna say is that what you never hear when he whispers to him, which is interesting.
You don't, but basically, like, you're not. I know. I can imagine, like, you're worthless.
Yeah,
something
that made him just go.
Might as well just go kill yourself.
I mean, he might have just whispered, "Hey, there's a noose over there.
There's a noose over there.
Hip
you want it?
Hip hop too."
Yeah, that could be it.
All right.
He didn't say yes, chef, though.
Oh, you're right.
He didn't.
Oh, who knows?
Then he tells Margo, "You're free," even though he still plans to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
But you're free of Tyler, is what he meant. Yeah. Chef says something to the effect of, "We're sorry you had to see that. That was not part of the menu. We strive for perfection, which does not exist."
Mm-hmm.
Then he invites Margo to the back to prepare the dessert, but there's a barrel missing. He blames Elsa for forgetting to assign someone to get it.
Poor Elsa.
And now Margo needs to go get it. George stands up and asks why he deserves to die. And this is hilarious. Chef had one day off after months of working, and he chose to go watch Calling Dr. Sunshine. And the memory of George's face haunts Chef to this day. And then Felicity's like, "What about me?" And she's like, "Where'd you go to college? Brown? Did you take out student loans?" "No, you're dying." You're dying. Oh, it's awesome.
I think this is when he says about if they really wanted to escape, they probably could have.
It's when the boat rescuer comes.
Oh, yeah.
Which is coming soon.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, but it's coming up soon. So Margo's supposed to go to the smokehouse, but she goes to Chef's house instead. And then Elsa follows her. She grabs a knife. Elsa's obviously jealous, which seemed to be Chef's plan for some reason. I don't know why. If they were all going to die,
who knows?
Do this. He wanted to make Elsa jealous there.
I don't know. Yeah, well, what's his motivation? Unclear. Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But they have their first and maybe only epic battle scene of the movie. Where they're fighting. They're going back and forth. Margo hits Elsa over the head with the Paco jet.
I know. They really show the name too, Paco jet.
It's like very important.
It really was the most influential character of the movie.
Maybe. And then Elsa says as she's about to die, she was never told about the barrel, and Margo stabs her in the neck. And then we get to see Chef's room, which has a lot of interesting symbolism in the pictures. First, we have a close-up of Chef when he's younger, followed by a famous article by Mrs. Bloom that's titled "At Tantalus, a Chef on the Bleeding Edge," and he looks so serious in there. He doesn't look happy.
Yeah.
Then we have a picture of him with his wife and child. And then we have a picture at his current restaurant next to Doug, absent of his wife or kid, which we could presume means he had to give them up to get his dream.
Yeah.
And then away from the other pictures on a nightstand, which makes it look like this picture is more near and dear to him, is a picture of when he was really young, where he got Employee of the Month, cooking a cheeseburger with an apron on that reads "Kiss the Cook." He just looks so happy in this picture.
Yeah.
It's the days when he was happy.
I mean, I know what the symbolism in this is that he lost the joy of cooking or whatever, but also when you're in your teens, it is a happy and carefree time. So
it is true. It is true.
But okay.
But
I know that's not the point of the movie.
They're trying to say some dreams aren't worth it.
Yeah, like that he gave up his love of cooking to like follow this like impossible dream or something like that. I don't know, whatever.
Right. And then Margo finds a radio and calls for help. Back at the restaurant, they're singing "Happy Birthday" to one of the businessmen.
That was a really funny part.
His name is Bryce. That's
my
the
God.
only time I remember their names. And he goes, "You told him it was my birthday?" And then the other guy goes, "It seemed funny 3 hours ago." Like,
can you? I just have to think about the restaurant. They're like, "Oh, it's his birthday. We need to get him a cake." And this whole thing, like,
right.
Anyway, it was really funny.
I'm sure they have the ingredients, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense if they're just going to die.
Yeah, but they're still treating it like
every day.
Yeah, like exactly. And the whole restaurant is like, completely acting like it's normal.
I know I'm jumping ahead, but they still pay the bills.
Yeah,
no one
I thought that
argues
too
about
at the
paying
end.
the bills.
Well, I mean, where's the money going to? I don't know.
It
Who knows?
doesn't matter, but
yeah, exactly. Oh, the gift bag. Well, we'll get to this at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, keep going.
That's okay. Yeah. Margo comes in with the barrel. Chef tells her to take a seat. And he goes, "I want you to understand something. I'm a monster. Was a monster, a whore." And we find out that his hands no longer feel the burn. One of the businessmen asks, "Did he just quote Martin Luther King Jr.?" And then you hear a boat approaching. He orders the staff to clear the restaurant, and they start cleaning the blood off of people. They put a splint on the man from the elderly couple. And the chef asks them two questions. Do they want to be responsible for the death of an innocent man? And did they really try to escape?
Yeah.
If they had tried hard
you're right.
enough,
This
they
is
could have
where
done
he
it.
said that.
Yeah, exactly. Which they're all like down on themselves.
Well, every time they kept telling them, "Oh, just go back to your seat," they would all just go back to your seat. I'm like, what? No, I'd be like running for it. It'd be like, no.
So the officer comes in, asks if anybody called a distress call, and they said no. And Chef jokes that they don't go around handing CB radios to the diners. The guy that comes in, his name is Dale, and he recognizes George, and he goes, "I loved you in Calling Dr. Sunshine." And George gives this look to Chef like, "See? Some people like this movie." He asks for an autograph, and Chef goes, sign it. Yeah, sign it. And instead he writes "helpless" on it. The cop, Dale, pulls out a gun. He's like, "Who's going on here?" They tell him it's Chef. They're all pointing at Chef. All the guests are pointing at Chef. And Chef's like, "What? No. He's pointing the gun, and then he lowers it and pulls the trigger. It's a lighter, and he uses it to light the only candle in the restaurant that's for some reason not lit. Yeah.
So he was in on it the whole time.
And then Chef tells Margo because of his actions, she proves she's a taker, and she belongs in the tables with the rest of the takers. And he's like, "Final course plating in 5." And they're like, "Yes, Chef." And this is where we get Margo's plan, which I love. I love this part. So she claps.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm going to do this." She's like, "I don't like your food. I would like to send it back." And Chef's like, "What about the food isn't to your liking?" She says, "You've taken the joy out of eating, made with no love." And he goes, "Ridiculous. We always cook with love." And like, "Don't we cook with love?" And they're like, "Yeah, Chef." And she goes, "Then you're kidding yourself. I thought tonight was about hard truths. You cook with obsession, not love. Even your hot dishes are cold. She tells him he's failed at his single purpose in life. You failed and you bored me. And the worst part is, I'm still fucking hungry.
Yeah.
It's just like, he goes, you're hungry, starved. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. You know what I really like? A cheeseburger. A real cheeseburger.
Yeah, and she's like, no fancy cheeseburger deconstructed. Like
Right.
an actual cheeseburger.
Right, and he says something like, I'll make it a cheap cheeseburger like the ones your parents couldn't afford.
Yeah. She asked for American cheese.
Yeah, and he goes, which is perfect.
Which is the best.
It's the best cheese for a cheeseburger.
Agreed.
Right, and because it doesn't split.
Yeah.
She asked what about a runner. He says $9.95. And
That's a pretty reasonable price for a fancy restaurant. To do a cheese.
And she gets fries.
Yeah.
He gives her options on her fries too.
And gratuity is included, so it's just $9.95
Right.
total.
And then she takes a bite and she goes, "Now that's a cheeseburger."
It does look very good, I have to say.
It does look very good. It was
Really good.
It was a double cheeseburger.
Now I don't know what kind of sauce they
had
put on
onions
it. I thought two patties is too much for me personally.
Well, it was too much for her too.
But it looked very good.
It does look
Yeah,
very
grilled
good.
onions.
Yeah.
Perfect, delicious. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. I was watching a review and they said that the fat from the burger cooks the onions more, and it's like it's a secret trick that cooks use when they're cooking cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it looked very good.
And then, but she says, unfortunately, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. And Chef says he understands. He looks disappointed, but he's happy that she liked the cheeseburger. And she goes, "Can I get the rest to go?" And Chef goes, "1 moment, please." And I'm like, "No way."
Yeah.
Like, no way. And he goes, "1 cheeseburger to go and a gift bag. Thank you for dining at Hawthorne." She leaves a $10 bill and thanks, Chef.
Yeah.
She's walking out. She hesitates for a moment, looks at everybody in the room, and the woman from the elderly couple waves her like, "Go, go. At least you get to live."
Yeah.
Chef says before the last course, he has to give them the bill and some gift bags.
Yeah.
And the editor and the critic is like, no. Like the critic
The
tries to
magazine
pay,
has it or something.
And the editor's like, it's on the magazine.
Yeah.
She's like, "Thank you so much." Like, what
I
does
know.
it
I don't
freaking
understand
matter?
why they're all paying. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I refuse to pay. Like, hello.
Well,
Margo just
I mean,
escaped.
why not pay? But also, why? I don't
We're like,
know.
Excuse me, I'm also not full. I would like to send my plate back
at
too.
that point, I'd be like, can I have a cheeseburger as well? And
I-
also, can I have
really
that to
like
go?
to go.
Yeah.
I have a kid at home that I love to taste
Yeah.
your cheeseburger.
Yeah. I mean, why not? But as he pointed out, nobody's really trying to escape.
Right, and then George looks at Felicity and tells her, "I told you weren't leaving."
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. We see Margo running the boat, and then we cut back to Chef thanking them for dining with them. They represent the ruin of his life and his art. Now they get to be a part of his art, and what he hopes is his masterpiece.
Yeah.
The staff pour powder all over the floor. The guests are decorated with like marshmallow shirts. Like
Yeah,
their
I know,
tops
like
made
that.
of marshmallows.
Yeah.
And chocolate hats. And he talks about the s'more, the most offensive assault on the human palate ever contrived.
Disagree.
Oh, they're good, right? Unethically sourced chocolate, gelatinized sugar, water imprisoned by industrial grade graham cracker. But what transforms the fucking monstrosity is fire. We cut to Margo starting the boat. Then Chef grabs a coal with his bare hands, walks over and drops on the floor. And the woman from the older couple says thank you to Chef as they're burning alive.
I know, that was funny.
Like, what? Chef says, "I love you all." And the cooks all say, "We love you, Chef," as they start the fire in the kitchen, which then blows up the big barrel. They're all burning, and the kitchen explodes, and Margo watches the explosion from the boat. She eats the burger, takes out the menu, looks at it, and then wipes it with her mouth like it's a napkin. And we end with her continuing to eat the burger.
Yeah.
And I know she didn't wipe it with her butt, but that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I think of your menu.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a napkin.
Well, she got that whatever granola or whatever was
Yeah.
the gift bag.
The gift bag. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
No. The end.
The end. It was
Yeah, I
good.
like the part where they're starting, or they put they have little hats made out of chocolate.
Yeah.
And the assistant, she like tasted. That was funny too.
It was good.
But yeah, I mean, come on. At the point where they're all gonna get burned to death, you wouldn't try to run out the door.
I mean, yeah,
but everyone's just
dying.
like accepted their fate.
Maybe I don't know. That's a heavy door, but I would try.
No, I think you can open it. You know.
Yeah,
it
exploded pretty fast though.
I mean, you could at
but
least
they didn't even try.
roll. You know, stop, drop, and roll.
Who's your favorite character?
Elsa, 100%.
Elsa
She
really
was the best.
Yeah, I agree. She was amazing. But I did like sous chef Catherine.
Oh yeah,
She was really good too. Even though we don't get to see much of her.
Yeah,
she was really good. I hated those businessmen.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're supposed to hate them.
You're supposed to hate those
but yeah. Yeah, do you think that everybody the thing is, I feel like some of the characters, like, I mean, nobody deserved to get burned to death, but like some of them you don't like more than others. And I'm like,
right.
It's like the older woman, she didn't appreciate going to the super fancy meal, but you get the impression that her life kind of sucks. Well, I guess that's why she thanked Chef for killing her.
It could be.
But
yeah.
I'm just like, does she really deserve to burn to death? And the assistant, really? Just because she grew up with money?
Felicia?
Yeah.
Felicity?
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was like Felicity.
Tyler knew he was going to die, so all right.
Yeah, he's an idiot. You're right.
But,
I don't think the wife of the older couple deserved to die.
But I guess that's what the point about like a horror movie or whatever.
Yeah,
people are not deserving to die.
One theory online that they thought each table represented a different deadly sin.
Oh, interesting.
Which is pretty interesting. So greed is really easy to identify.
Yeah.
In there,
finance bros.
Yeah, I don't know on the others, but
yeah, I don't know.
What would the
well, there's seven sins. How many tables were there? 6.
Was there only 6?
I think so, unless you count mom.
Oh, yeah, right. Which
7.
would be
I don't know.
gluttony from the
the wine.
Yeah, wine
maybe.
Is there like a I know it all thing? Because I feel like that would be the critic.
Pride maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know.
Identify them all, but anyway,
whatever. That's
all
interesting.
Right. Well, cool. All right, thank you for listening to this episode. Hope you join us for the next one. We're going to continue with another Nicholas Hoult movie, which is Renfield.
Yeah, even less of a horror movie than this one.
Oh, no way. There's gore like crazy.
There's a lot of gore.
Gore helps.